In today's video, we're going to be diving into the newly released Elden Ring Nightreign, and I'll be going over everything you need to know in order to unlock the two classes in it that currently are the ones that are kind of hidden or need to be unlocked, and that's going to be for your Duchess and your Revenant. Now, in order to unlock these characters, you will need to play for a little bit of the game, and the main thing you're going to be doing is going over to the round table hold and taking on the very first boss. So you're going to try and get all the way to charatcres on night 3. Now remember, you can do this solo or in a team, but I would highly advise doing it in a team, especially if you're trying to get them unlocked quite soon. And then when you do kick it off, you're going to have these classes available to you right from the start, so just toggle through them and decide which one's the one you want to go out on the hunt with. Remember, it doesn't matter if another person picks them, you can have as many as you want in your team, and up to 3 people taking on the enemies within the maps. The main thing you want to focus on is powering up your character, leveling them up, finding yourself some nice gear, in order to take on the very first boss, which is going to appear right the first night. You're going to need to take them down, power yourself up by grabbing yourself something nice hopefully afterwards, then go on to the second boss. Again, after you defeat them, hopefully take them down without too many troubles. Finally, when you make it to the third boss, you're going to be taking on the actual charatcres themselves, and they can be a tricky encounter, so hopefully you have quite a strong build going by now. And I found making sure you're at least level 11 plus definitely made things a little bit easier, and if you are struggling, some of the long range classes such as the Eye seem to make things a little bit easier overall. You can defeat these with absolutely any class available to you. But as you can see in the background here, even if you are actually defeated, there is a small chance that you're going to get the item you're after anyway, which will be this one right here, the old pocket watch. From what I can gather, it seems to be a guaranteed drop whenever you defeat this boss, but even if you can't defeat them, say for example you've managed to get to night 3 and you've taken them on a few times, it looks like you can also get as a random lucky drop. Once you have this item, what you want to do next is head over to where you actually apply your relics, and then right next to there's going to be a cloak lady that you're going to want to speak to about the item you've just obtained. Pick the option to hand over the pocket watch, and then make sure you hand it straight over. From here you'll be greeted with a cutscene, and you'll have unlocked the very first unlockable character, and that's going to be the Duchess. The Duchess is definitely one of the most powerful characters in the game, so it's 100% worth using, and it's great for anyone that likes agile classes but also likes to dish out a lot of damage. Now for this next part, we're going to be unlocking a Revenant, and you can use any class to do this, but I found by far and away the best was going to be the Eye, because being at range really helped you out to take on some of the foes within this next part. What you're going to do, there's going to be the Guardian standing there, just to the right of them is going to be an entrance, then you're going to make your way through, head all the way to the very back of the room, where you'll be looking through the wares of the small jar bazaar. In here you can grab yourself some nice goodies such as gestures, relics and a few other things, but the things we're after is going to be this item just here, the besmirched frame. You will have to have enough currency for this, and it does cost 1500, but once you have that obtained, you should be able to purchase it as long as you've managed to play enough through the game in order for it to appear here. Personally, from what I can remember, I believe mine actually appeared straight away after obtaining the Duchess, or it's after defeating the first boss, the charatcres. Then once you've acquired that, very similar to the last one, you've now got the item needed to unlock a new character class, and in order to do this, you're going to want to head over to where you pick your classes, then you're going to head just down this doorway just here, and around the corner you're going to see a ghostly figure looking at some paintings. You're going to want to click on them, and then you're going to want to press yes, and it's going to take you to a staged area where you're going to fight the Revenant in a kind of arena battle. You're going to head just outside, don't worry, you can't really go wrong here, literally just make your way all the way forward, just over to this stony structured area just here, where you'll be tackling the Revenant herself. Now very similar to when you play them, she's going to have a whole bunch of summons at her disposal, but she's going to be able to summon all of them at once, and I would say best way to tackle these is by going for the smallest one first, as they're very nimble but have very low health pool. Then go for the slightly larger one with the hammer, take them out as well as you can, and the whole time you want to be wary of the actual Revenant, as she can dish out a lot of damage with her faith spells. Try and avoid these whenever possible, because you definitely don't want to be hit by that, and as well as that, her last summons has a beam that can really decimate your health as well, so you're going to want to avoid that whenever you can. Take it down though, and this is why we're pretty much using Eye, because at range really helped me out here and made life a whole bunch easier. Then when that's done, tackle the Revenant herself, dwindle down her health. Even though she is crazy good at dodging, you will hit her with arrows or whatever you're doing from time to time. And there, back in your home area, back at the round table hold, you're going to have unlocked the Revenant, ready for you to use within your journeys. Honestly, this is one of the coolest characters in the game, has a really unique feel to it, and being able to launch out some summons as well as raise the dead really helps you out in those tough encounters, so hopefully you enjoy her playstyle, or of course the Duchess we've unlocked before. But yeah, overall I'm having a really fun time with this game. There's going to be a load of content from me, best relics to look out for, ultimate guides for the characters, and a whole bunch more on the way. Hope this helped a few of you out. As always, for all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.